back to Happy Falls. It's a nice sunny day, but however, there's a cool breeze here on the highway. I just wanted to talk about my ride experience, like what all trips I have gone, and how was my experience experiencing all these views and everything. So, my first trip was to Chikmagalur, and it was an adventure. We stretched it directly from Hyderabad to Chikmagalur and then Tour and then back to home. So it was a first ride, and I'll tell you, there were around three planned people who were supposed to go on bike, but one of them dropped. It was our first trip on bike, long trip, I mean. It was really, really, really nice, man. Yeah, we faced a couple of incidents. It gives you a life lesson, right? So we also got such lessons in our first trip. But it was really, really good experience. And if you're still planning to go for a ride, long ride, do it, guys. How good it is to ride, go for a long ride, and see those beautiful views, especially on bike. So that was my first trip to Chikmagalur, and then after that we went to a short ride which is near to Vizag. I would say short ride, but from Hyderabad to Vizag and Vizag to Araku and then Maridmilli and then back to home. And after that we went for our biggest ride. It was a dream for both of us. We actually planned to go to Nepal, but we shifted it to Leh Ladakh, and trust me guys, you will learn so much of riding when you go to Leh Ladakh. Our captain was like exceptional, and he has so much of experience, and it was nice riding behind him when he was guiding us. So I learned saddling when I went to Leh Ladakh. That's when I got so much of experience, exposure to riding in difficult terrains and all. That was a life-changing experience when it comes to riding. And after that, we went to South India trip, which was like covering the coastal regions. We went to Bangalore. From Bangalore again, we went to some coastal places where we were covering the entire South India coastal region. That was also nice trip, which covered around 3,550 kilometers. Then we planned to do Himachal, Spiti Valley, Manali to Spiti, the Spiti circuit they say, and it was like nice riding in Himalayan roads also. Most of it was like trail kind. I won't say trail kind, it doesn't have a road. You can't call it as an off-road because it's okay. It's not like tough off-road where you see like rocks and everything to cross and then go. So it was a basic road with no tarmac on it. That's it. But you could manage it easily. And people, right, when they are in groups, they should actually follow these rules. And there were two captains. One was in the front, and the other one was following the trail in order to assist if there is anybody, and if anybody needs any help. But the guy who was in the trail, he was not a good captain, to be frank. And he was like rushing everybody to cross it fast, to go fast. See, people who are not experienced, one of my friends who came, we three of us went, and one of my friends, he was not even experienced to ride in such terrains. So you can't force him to go fast, which can actually cause an accident to happen. But unfortunately, something happened to the rider or the captain who was following the trail. He was in a rush to cross, and there was a hairpin bend, and he tried to cross it. He fell, he broke his leg. So what I say is, you know how much riding you know. You don't have to cross the limits when it comes onto the road, because road is a dangerous place where many things can actually happen. So you have to be very, very careful when you are on the road. Ride as per your experience. Don't have to cross your limits. So that's how Spiti was nice. I would say you guys should try first go to Leh Ladakh and then go to Spiti. After one and a half year, I guess we planned for a trip, which is to Goa. We took the Ambali road. We went to Amboli. Sorry, not Ambali, Amboli. So Amboli is in Maharashtra. It falls under the same road where Goa also falls. So we went to Amboli. Amboli was nice. It was from Hyderabad. We directly went to Amboli, and the place was nice. The stay was nice. We reached Goa. It's not Goa only. Yeah, it was not Goa only. We reached there, and for a guy like me and my friend, we felt Goa is like a waste of time for us. I'm telling you frankly because Goa is for people who party more, go to clubs and all. For guys like us who doesn't go to club, who doesn't drink, who doesn't smoke, it's like nothing to do there except a beach. So we went and sat in beach most of the time. And we went to places like Fort and all. They were like not at all interesting, man. Nothing seems to be interesting in Goa for us. Stayed for a couple of days in North Goa, and then we went to South. South was beautiful and calm. It doesn't have that party culture much. But the thing is, most of the places or the waterfalls which you would like to see are all closed. All closed, man. But South Goa has very good trails. If you go and if you see, the trails in South Goa are like very very nice. We went for some temple, and then there was a waterfall which we were supposed to see. We didn't see the waterfall actually, but the trail, man, it was like so nice. It was really nice. The trail. It's a different experience when you go on trails, right? It was rocky, slushy, mud, everything was there. And I went on this bike. It did perform very well, man. So all this happened, and then we were like covering the coastal region where it says Udupi and other places. I forgot, Gokarna. So such places we were covering, and then we were back to Bangalore, not Bangalore, Chikmagalur, and from Chikmagalur we came back directly to Hyderabad. I went with my wife in Jimny to again same south, which is like Bangalore, Wayanad, Munnar. Don't go to Munnar when it is a long weekend. Oh my god, that rush. Seriously, there was so much of traffic. To cross just 5 kilometers, it took almost 5 hours to us. And the stay, I booked it in using a booking.com. It was showing me somewhere around 20 kilometers away from the center. But trust me guys, it was 50 kilometers away. And it was like horrible, you know. Yeah, I did enjoy it because there was a fog, there were curves, and driving through that Ghat road is all nice. But imagine you reaching the center at around 5 o'clock, and just to cross that center, it took you till 9 or 10 o'clock, and you have to go to a region or a place which is 50 kilometers away from the center. The stay was nice, but it was 50 kilometers away from the center. And I was like, my wife, I only have my wife with me, and you will obviously have the fear, right? What can happen? You never know. Unknown places, forest, Ghat roads. So I was closely watching everything besides and behind, who is coming, which car is coming, who is in the front, who is in the sides. I was looking at it very consciously, and I was driving very carefully. Then we reached our hotel. It was all fine. So all these trips gave me something or the other to learn. even if it is bike, even if it is car. Bike, I learned saddling, I learned off-roading, and I learned how to control when it's an emergency, and I learned how to ride it in guard roads. I learned how to drive through guards. Everything is a bit of experience. So when you start doing it, you'll understand like, okay, this is how I can tackle a particular road. So you have to learn through YouTube or somebody telling you like, okay, this is how you handle, that is how you handle. So your consciousness will tell you what to do at a particular situation. So what I say is, you have to be very very mindful when you are riding or driving on roads. You don't have to do stunts on roads, especially if it's an open place and nobody is there. You can do whatever you want to, but when it comes onto the road, you have to be very very careful. I almost have around 67 to 70,000 of riding experience, and around 40,000 kilometers of, not 40, 50,000 kilometers of driving experience. So I think I'm a little bit of okay to suggest something on a social media platform. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.